Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. The first one is from Regan Grimes. As you can see, he posted his front double bicep, and in the caption he says, checking in at 327. 327 pounds. How does that make sense? It doesn't, because he's joking. In the comments he says that he's just joking, he's actually 295 and 14 weeks out of New York Pro. Why is he joking like this? I guess it's because people are kind of calling him out for always posting basically similar photos and using the same caption basically all the time. It's always his weight, and it's usually around 300 pounds. Sometimes it's 302, sometimes it's 305, sometimes it's 297. Now it's actually 295. But he's joking that he is 327, which is kind of what we want to see him at, which is where he needs to get in order to become a top Olympian. This off-season, that did not happen. He stayed at around 300 pounds, and now he's going down in weight. He's getting shredded for the stage, and he's already down to 295, which is heavy, which is still pretty heavy. But for his conditioning, current conditioning, and for his height, it's not that great. And at the New York Pro, he's gonna have to face Nick Walker, some other heavy hitters as well, like Krizo, and who knows who else. He needs to be as massive as possible, but as you can see in this physique update, now that he is starting to get a little bit leaner, yeah, I don't think he's going to be massively improved. And I already talked about his legs when he posted a leg update, but here you can see it even more clearly. Here he's actually hitting a pose. This is what his legs are gonna look like on stage. In that previous photo, he was just flexing his adductors. Here he's actually doing the pose, and you can see that like he definitely could use some extra quad density, quad thickness, size. You know, compared to his upper body, his legs, at least from the front, are kinda lagging, I would say. As far as his upper body, actually, it looks good. It looks good at this point. I don't know what it's gonna look like once he gets shredded, how much of this fullness will he lose, because he's kinda known for being, you know, super full and super bubbly in the off-season, but I think he kinda holds a lot of water for some reason, and when he gets shredded, he loses a lot of that fullness, that fluff that he holds on to in the off-season. He kind of loses that as he gets shredded, and he loses a lot of weight with that. Now, if you asked Milos Sarcev, he would tell you that, you know, human body is already like, I don't know, 70-80% water, and that even if you lose some of that water weight in the prep, you can actually bring it back when you do a peak week. And that's kind of what Regan did with Milos back 2 years ago at the Italy and Spain Pro. He was not in great condition, but he was blasting full, and he still had this roundness, this fullness that he has in the off-season. But then for the Mr. Olympia, when he was actually truly lean, shredded, he lost a lot of this fullness. And now that he's working with Stefan Kinsel, I don't know what his approach will be. I kind of feel like Regan is probably gonna get really lean this time around, and if he does that, I mean, last time we saw him on stage shredded, he was like 255 only. I mean, that's not light, that's still heavy, but for somebody at that height, as you know, Samson, who is similar height or the same height, he's like 300 pounds on stage, and that's a top Olympian. So Regan, at this point, at 295, with this condition, I don't see like a crazy improvement. We'll see how the prep will go, but at this point, I think we're gonna probably be kind of disappointed. I don't think Regan is gonna be super improved from the last time we saw him on stage. That's the way I see it right now, based on this physique update. I mean, things may change. I don't know what he was doing in his off-season. Maybe he's only now starting to up the dose, to up the gear, and his body is about to start transforming. If that's the case, then he might surprise us, but I doubt it. I honestly doubt it, guys. I think he's probably gonna be, you know, a little bit underwhelming still. But if you guys disagree or whatever you think, tell me down below. Alright, the next thing we got is this absolutely insane looking shot from Krizo with this insane looking bicep. I mean, what the hell is even going on here? Look at this freaking arm, man. Look at that freaking bicep peak and that tricep hang as well. Like that's just looking insane. I mean, are these the best arms in the world? I mean, who else is there? Nick Walker and that's it? Who has better arms, Krizo or Nick Walker at this point? Honestly, from what I'm seeing right here, I would have to say Krizo probably. I mean, it's very, very close. It's very close, but this is just looking absolutely nuts. And based on the comments, some of the comments I saw in my previous video about Krizo, people are kind of saying that he looks smaller now, that he's going to be lighter than before. Guys, this is him right now at 135 kilos. That's exactly 300 pounds with this condition. Look at the skin on his stomach. Look at the skin everywhere, basically. He's already pretty much, well, almost in contest condition. I mean, not quite, but he is definitely not far away from his contest shape. I would say maybe he needs another 6 weeks, probably less than that. You know, if he is 300 pounds right here, then I would say he probably would be like 280, 275 on stage. Yeah. I mean, Krizo is a monster, and I don't think he's downsized at all. Like, yeah, he lost some size at one point, but he started bulking up again, and he got huge, man. He was actually 140 kilos, which is 315 pounds. That was his, at least as far as I know, his max weight this off-season, while still in pretty good condition, and this is him right now with 300 pounds. That's heavy, man. That's heavy, that's huge, and his conditioning is good at this weight. I believe this will be probably Michal Krizo at his best so far, and as far as the arms, I'm pretty sure they are the best in the world right now. Some of the biggest, and I would say the best because of the shape and the muscle quality. Like when he is shredded, you can see all the fibers everywhere. You can see that he has that natural shape of the muscle. Nothing has been done to them. Clean, high quality muscle and crazy size and crazy shape. Yeah, man, it's either him or Nick Walker, but at this point, I like the shape of Krizo's arms. So I would say his arms are the best in the world. Whatever you guys think at this point in their careers, who has better arms, Nick Walker or Michal Krizo, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, now we are around 3 weeks out of Arnold Classic. Guys, 3 weeks, only 20-something days. Arnold Classic is right around the corner. These guys are basically almost all ready at this point. Brandon Curry was ready like 3 weeks ago. Here's the latest from Bonak. He is also basically ready for the stage almost. Samson, he seems to be bringing his absolute best of all time. He's definitely in condition. Derek as well. He is very close to being stage ready. A couple of weeks out maybe. And then you have Andrew Jacked, who is definitely a top 5 material. A lot of people actually have him in their second or third, mainly in third, but some people even have him in second, beating Derek Lunsford. We haven't seen pretty much anything from Andrew. Like, he's not giving us any content. He's posting a lot of photos and a lot of training videos, all covered up. He's promoting his clothing brands and stuff like that, but as far as like bodybuilding content, we are getting nothing, zero. Training stuff, sure, but physique updates, no. In my experience, and in yours experience as well, if you guys follow my channel or the other channels, you have noticed that when guys are not active on social media, when they're hiding, when they're trying to, not show us anything, usually that is because they are behind. Usually that's because they're trying to hide something. And today we got this photo of Andrew Jacked in which he is looking absolutely enormous. Is that a good thing? Well, in bodybuilding it's always a good thing to hear that you're enormous, but at this point in the prep, at 3 weeks out, should you be this freaking massive and this full and round? And should your legs look like this? As you can see, there is not just there is no separation, but like there is no vascularity, there are no lines. It really looks like he's not in shape. If I didn't know he was doing the Arnold Classic, I would assume that he is deep into his off-season. That's what he looks like right now. So I could be mistaken, maybe he's just holding a lot of water at this point, and For some reason, maybe he did train legs here, I believe, so he has a pump in the legs, and that's why there are no cuts, there is no separation in those quads. Maybe, but realistically, this probably means that he is most likely not bringing his absolute best condition to this year's Arnold Classic. I mean, I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, but from what I saw so far, it doesn't seem like he is going to be super shredded. Yes, I know, I don't have a lot to base this opinion on. I can only see like little snippets of him training, showing us his condition in shorts like this or in a tank top, rarely in a tank top. He's usually wearing hoodies and stuff, so he's not really giving us a lot, but when I see a guy this full, this big, this full, not flat at all, and like with no vascularity, no thin skin anywhere, and like without a dieting face, yeah, I mean, I was hoping we're gonna see a super shredded, sliced Andrew Jack at the Arnold Classic, because that version of Andrew with really good condition can potentially even beat Derek Lunsford and challenge Samson Dauda, maybe even. I mean, I don't think he will ever be able to really challenge Samson, like to beat him, but to give him a run for his money, to compare well, to stand next to him and not be embarrassed, basically. Yeah, he could probably do that if he was in shape, if he was truly shredded for once. I mean, he was kind of close to being shredded at the Arnold Classic 2023 when Samson won and Andrew placed third, but that's basically the only point. Ever since then, and before that also, he was never really in condition, and this time around, it doesn't seem like it's going to be any different. It seems like he's going to be in his usual half condition with no definition, no separation in the hamstrings or the glutes. And did he improve like his hamstring size, and did he improve posing in his side shots? We don't know that, we'll see about that, but as far as conditioning, yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot to base this opinion on, but you know, I usually get these things right. If you guys follow my channel, you know, like, you can get a pretty good idea based on competitor's face and based on the look of their skin, if you can see any, but you can see a little bit here, and based on their size and fullness, like, Andrew is going to be a monster, he's going to be a freak, he's going to be huge, but is he finally going to nail that condition? It really doesn't seem like this is going to be the year. But if you guys see it otherwise, tell me down below in the comment section. And if you guys want to get really shredded for a stage, or just for summer, or for a wedding, or whatever event, or you just want to get lean to prime your body to make more progress, if you need guidance with that, you can DM me on Instagram. I am very affordable, not expensive as these other top coaches. And I'm always there for you, I'm always on the phone. I take like 2 hours to make a video and another 2 hours to train. Other than that, I'm always available. So guys, if you want a coach, DM me on Instagram, let's talk about that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, about bodybuilding, stay tuned, stay here, subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon, all the best, and bye-bye.